All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant. As always, I hope everything is doing well. Um, I know everything is doing well, everything is doing fine. And yeah, man, let's get into this video. So, yesterday we talked about Sakla and its many different flavors of Rocky Roads. Um, let's talk about something different today. Let's talk about us. Uh, you know, so So experience is the best teacher. Where do I learn my shit? Obviously I read, but obviously most of my videos I do it off the top of my mind. What I feel like it. I feel like sometimes I ask spirits if it's okay for me to talk about a certain subject. And sometimes I get downloads and I just feel like doing it, man. And sometimes I just feel like doing a video. Like right now, I just feel like doing a video. Um, so on this channel, we went from Christianity to demonology to physics to quantum physics to quantum realm physics to we went from A to Z. There's a lot of information on here, but there's one thing I want to talk about because I didn't talk about it a lot. Is the cube. The cube. The tesseract. What is a tesseract? The tesseract is a four-dimensional cube that collapses within itself to reopen outwardly. So it's a continuous loop. Why is the tesseract important? Because it's time-space continuum. It's the fourth dimension. It's where in the fourth dimension, the tesseract is the power that you can harness from the fourth dimension, but it's also something that you have to figure out and look for, because I don't want to say, I think in my opinion, I think it's possible to achieve the fifth dimension without literally being aware of the fourth dimension. I think you can just skip it. But if you don't skip it, if you do stay in the fourth dimension, and by the way, the fourth dimension is a little bit like the abyss. There's a lack of everything. There's a lack of time space continuum. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing adds up. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 5 in the fourth dimension. It's not 4. And 5 is the good answer. Because if you say 4 in the fourth dimension, that's the wrong answer. 5 is the right answer in the fourth dimension. So it's the Tesseract came to me a year ago. I was chilling playing a video game, and I had this image that popped into my head of a blue square with a bunch of gears and writings on it. It kind of looked like something from Transformers, you know. Um, and it's interesting because at that time I was talking about Marvel movies and how they put information, like, people think they're watching superheroes. Like, people that don't read comic books, they think they're watching superhero movies, but they're not. They're watching witchcraft. They just don't. They just have. They never read the comics, so they don't know what's happening. In front of them. Um, so it's very interesting. And it's a perfect camouflage because it's like a bunch of witches on Halloween. They're all dressed up. You wouldn't know. You would not notice if they was faking it or not. Like if you see a witch walk down the streets on Halloween dressed as a witch, you're not gonna think, oh, that's a witch. You're just gonna think that's a person dressed up as a witch. You might think that could be a witch, but it's still somebody dressed up as a witch on Halloween. So on Halloween, dressed up as a witch while everybody's dressed up as something else, you would not notice. So it's the same principle. When we're watching like those Marvel movies, we're sitting there thinking when watching like superhero movies and that shit actually happened in the comic or some shit like that. But no, man, most of these Crips, nothing happened the way it happened in the comic. And in the comic, and mind you, I understand you might be like, oh well, you can't redo a comic book the same way because it would be weird and shit. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that's not true. Because in the comic books, the stories make more sense and they're more down to earth than what we're actually watching on on TV. We're watching Thor go into Asgard and Asgard living on Earth and shit like that. That actually happened, but it didn't happen the same way that they made it happen. They just bunched up a whole bunch of stuff together and they added stuff to it. Like the Tesseract wasn't in the comic book. Like they made that on purpose. They did that on purpose. Some people call it a MacGuffin. I don't call it a MacGuffin because the information is too valuable. Right? Like a MacGuffin would be like a suitcase full of money. That's a MacGuffin to me. Or a golden statue that's worth like 100 million and they have to carry it around and stuff and blah blah blah. That's a MacGuffin, right? To me, that's a MacGuffin. But when we have stuff like tesseracts, which are actual physics theories, like that's not a MacGuffin. There's a reason why that's there. They want us to look at these things, and that's the other thing too. Like, okay, I don't know why these people tell us. Yes, I do know why these people tell us the truth, but I don't want to get into that because that falls in the line of conspiracy theories. But if you are interested, there are many videos on YouTube explaining why they do this in the movies. Why they tell us the truth in the movies. Um, you know, and there is a sinister aspect to it, but at the end of the day you're still giving me the chance to research it, so you got to expect that I'm gonna research it. Of course they don't expect that you're gonna research it because they think everybody's stupid. They think everybody's just gonna fucking listen to the thing and that's it. But in actuality, people are gonna research the shit. Like there's a lot of people that's gonna research it. There's a lot of people that's gonna be interested or how do you say curious, intrigued by it. So I've discovered through my vision that the Tesseract is something that you can that is malleable, that you can manipulate. I know there's a lot of people that don't like the word manipulate because it reminds them of narcissism. But when I don't care, if the word manipulation triggers you, then that's your business. I don't care because there's controlling and manipulating. You don't control the Tesseract. You don't have power over it, but you can manipulate it. Because when you don't have control over something, when you don't have power over something, but you are still able to make that thing move where you want it to move, that's because you manipulated it into going somewhere else. You know, so that's why I use the word manipulate, because that's the right word to use, not because I'm trying to trigger you, or not because I'm evil and blah 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 blah. Because I did this video before, and I did get backlash for it because I used the word manipulation, but that's what it is. Because I don't control. It's like some people don't like to hear that you can control other people. Okay, well, if I'm not controlling you, then I'm manipulating you, because I don't have power over you. But I can tell you things, or I can direct you towards someone or something that will make you end up in the space that I want you to end up. That's called manipulation. So, to go back to what we were saying, but like I said, I received backlash for it, for using the word manipulation in the same kind of video. It was about the Tesseract, and it was about the cube. I erased the cube. I still have some of them. I still have some of these videos on my computer, but I lost one of the videos because it's 5 parts, and I lost the first part apparently. So, anyways, so the cube is basically your dimension, right? And you are a cube, and like, there's your aura that's represented as a sphere, right? And you know, most people think that sphere is actually a sphere. No, it's actually a square spinning and converging between its own point of origin and outward, and it makes it look as if it's a sphere, but actually you're in a square. You're not in a sphere. It just looks like you're in a square. So what I'm trying to say is planes are important, are just as important as spheres. You know, everybody loves spheres. Spheres are great. You can contain a lot of power in a sphere. Spheres are awesome. There's nothing wrong with spheres, but you have to add the square to the sphere. It's important. It's important. Let's be honest. There are 3 main geometrical shapes that are intertwined within everything in the world, in the known world, in known sciences, right? Which is the triangle, the square, and the circle, right? But nobody talks about the square. Nobody talks about a plane of existence, because planes is where we walk on, is what we walk on. Planes is what we walk on, man. So planes are very extremely important. Extremely important. So how do you manipulate a plane? How do you manipulate a plane? The same way you use the laws of attraction. The same way you use the laws of attraction, you can manipulate a plane of existence. But the only way, no, you know what? That's not true. Let me rewind it back. Let me rewind it back. Sorry about that. How to manipulate a plane. Let me explain what the plane is first, because in actuality, you're living on multiple planes of existence simultaneously. You just don't notice because you don't have the eyes to see it. You remember the video about the eyes? If you don't, go look it up. Which one is it? Give me a second. Yeah, so I think it's in the video Masonic Time Period, where I talk about time travel and multi-dimensions, multi-dimension and stuff like that. So you're walking around on different planes of existence. This is the reason why sometimes you see things and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like you're in a simulation, sometimes you don't. Sometimes, whatever. So, I think this is a simulation. I don't, I don't believe in the word simulation. I think this is a matrix, because I think that the matrix is as real as everything else is. I don't think in the movie The Matrix they make it seem as if, but it's a movie, so there has to be premises. But in the movie they make it seem as if the Matrix is something different from actual real life. Not in real life. In real life, the Matrix is part of real life. So this is the reason why I keep telling people, stop attacking the Matrix. Use it at your own advantage. There's no winning attacking the Matrix. Just like in the movie, Neo did not win. Neo did not win. Neo didn't win. Period. Go look at the movie again. He died. He didn't win. He attacked the Matrix and the Matrix killed his ass. Just like Jesus. No pun intended, no offense meant. Jesus attacked the Matrix, died. Neo attacked the Matrix, died. Anybody else in real life that attacked the Matrix dies. And that's real shit. That's like the realest shit I ever said. Period. Point blank range. You know what I mean? So stop attacking the Matrix. Because that's not how you're supposed to do. I'm not saying the Matrix killing your ass is a good thing. I'm not saying that the Matrix is justified for its murderous intent. You know, but at the same time, the Matrix has to protect itself, because you're disturbing everything. Yes, you know the truth. Now, give me a second here. That's way better. Okay. Yes, you know the truth. Okay. But help yourself. Help yourself. Like, if you help yourself, like, because people think they're going to go to war soon. That's not what's going to happen. At all. Not even close. It doesn't look what the future does not look one thing like what's going on right now. Because we're evolving. We're evolving. We're going towards a new earth. And some people will be left behind on purpose, because they don't want to get it. They don't want to understand. And I'm not talking about the people that attack the Matrix. I'm talking about people that I'm talking about, like warmongers, you know, or fearmongers, or warmongers, or people that sit there and just listen to conspiracy theories all the time. For real. Watch out. That's dangerous. It's dangerous. And the people that attack the Matrix, they're not going to make it, because they'll be dead before they even get there. And they're going to keep dying. Why? Because the Matrix is part of life. The Matrix is part of you. You're attacking yourself. So just like a disease, just like a cancer, your antibodies is going to attack the sickness. It's going to attack the virus. And you are the virus. It's not them that's the virus. They are established. They are a system. They are part of the system. They are integrated inside of the system. So you need to use everything that's already integrated inside of the system. They make the programs. So what you need to do is help yourself. Help yourself. And I don't want to, I do want to continue on that, but I'm going to just say help yourself, because I don't want to sound idealistic, because if I continue on that note, it's going to sound idealistic, you know, and I don't want you to, I know people hate idealism. So I'm just going to say help yourself. You know what I mean? Or like your favorite Christian expression, help yourself and the sky, help yourself first and then the sky will help you. That's an expression that's in the Bible. They always repeating that. I don't know. I don't remember who said it, but I know it comes from the Bible. And I don't want to know who said it, and I don't care. All right. So this is why. So when you attack the Matrix, you got to. This is the reason why it's already. You can already predict what's gonna happen because it happened before. And just like in the Matrix, Neo did not win by killing the Matrix. He did not win by destroying the Matrix. He won by loving the Matrix. That was love is the only answer. This is the reason why I love Matrix 4. It doesn't look as good as the other Matrix movies. But it's not bad either. It's not that bad either. It takes, you're going to have to listen. You need to listen to it a couple times. And it's a little bit, it's a little bit corny. It's a little bit corny at times. I know. It's a bit corny at times. But everything they said was true. Everything that's happening inside the movie is true. It takes two to tango, baby. It takes two to tango. You can tango by yourself, but it's not the same. It's just not the same, But hey, whatever. Because I don't want to start a conversation about, how strong you are for doing everything yourself. I don't want to hear that shit at all. I'm good. There's like 10,000, there's billions of people on the planet right now. They're all on the same shit. Everybody think they good by themselves. Fine. Okay. Whatever. Do your thing. But at the end of the day, if you're a smart and logical person, 2 heads are better than 1. 10 heads are better than 2. 20 heads are better than 4. Period. So, he did not defeat the Matrix. No one has ever defeated the Matrix. Ever in history. And we're still trying. So, like Einstein says, the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Talking about breaking generational curses. I mean, of course, that's not really a generational curse, but it's starting to look like it because more and more people are listening to gurus and leaders that are speaking out on the Matrix and how it's destroying us and blah, 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 blah. Nothing is destroying us. You're destroying yourself. Nothing's destroying us. It's the people are destroying us. It's not the ether, the ethereal realm, the how do I say, the spiritual realm is something that belongs to you. It's not there to destroy you. The spiritual realm is not there to destroy you. It's there for you to use. It's part of you. Do we have to stop speaking out on injustices? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is pick your fucking battles. Pick your battles, watch what you say, and don't overstep your fucking boundaries. And everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Just don't overstep your boundaries. If you're sitting there, you're attacking the Matrix, a spiritual entity, a spiritual engine. It's not even an entity, it's a spiritual engine. You're attacking an intangible spiritual engine that has been around for thousands, tens of thousands of years, and you think, and you're so arrogant that your little self, you think you're gonna defeat all this huge, massive machine by yourself. That's arrogance. That's being arrogant. That's just that's craziness. That's craziness. It's you're flipping the fuck out. You flipping the fuck out, bro. And there's a lot of us flipping the fuck out. You know, there's a lot of us flipping the fuck out. I flipped the fuck out too. Not recently though. Recently I did not flip the fuck out. Recently I was staying in my lane. Recently I was staying in my lane and I still got my shit kicked in. So that's the reason why we can't shut up completely. That's the reason why we need to pick our battles. Because at the end of the day, there are some people that are very corrupt and they are planning things and they are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. I wish I was. Because if I was crazy, the only thing I would have to do is take some medication and everything would be fine. Nothing's fine. They gave me some fucking medication. They gave me antipsychotics, which I take. It didn't change shit. It didn't change a fucking thing. Not a goddamn thing. It didn't change shit. I still feel the same way. I still talk the same way. I still think the same way. I still do the same things. Nothing's changed. It didn't change shit. You want to know why? Because I don't need them. Because if I needed them, it would have changed me. I would have been a different person. But I'm still the same. So right now I'm on medication. I'm on 2 different types of medication right now. For what? Because I lost my girlfriend. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Who the fuck gives medication to somebody that had a breakup with their girl? What? What kind of fucking retarded doctors am I talking to? No pun intended, no offense meant. There's some good doctors, but somebody in the higher ups, you know, there's somebody in the higher ups that decided that I needed to take some fucking medication. It's not the doctor that I talked to that decided to give medication. Somebody told him to give me medication. He might tell me that he's the one that decides that take the... Nah, that's bullshit. I know that's bullshit. I know y'all go in the room, y'all talk to each other, y'all have a little conference meeting, and then you decide what you're gonna do with your, you know what I mean, with your patients. So don't tell me you got the order from somebody with more power than you to get me on medication. That's what the fuck happened. That's what the fuck happened. Because I'm not crazy enough. You don't know me well enough to decide that I'm crazy. You don't know me well enough to decide that I need medication. And I don't have enough symptoms for you to be like, you need antipsychotics. Because the only thing you know about me is I got pissed off, and then that's it. That's all you know about me. I got pissed off one night. That's not enough to give somebody medication, man. Just because you get pissed off one night, that doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean a fucking thing. Anybody can get pissed off. Like, that's... Anybody can get pissed off. That's not this... What? Anyways, but fuck it. So that's what happens when you attack the Matrix. But I don't attack the Matrix. But there's people inside of the Matrix that don't like my content. Why? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Why don't they like me? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I tell the truth. That's why. Not because I attack them. Because I tell the truth. And if I did attack you, you deserved it, and it was personal. I didn't make it public. So nobody knows if because the thing is, you don't want to attract too much attention. If you're sitting there and you're telling people, yo, you can attack the Matrix and really wreck their shit if you want to, all you have to do is do this, that, and that, which I have many times on my channel. I ain't gonna lie. I'm being contradictory right there. But like I said, recently I was not attacking the Matrix, and I still got my shit kicked in. And everybody else that attacked the Matrix, they're gonna get their shit kicked in too. Period. That's how that story goes. End of story. It's an absolute. There is no changing that fact. There is no controlling it. But you can manipulate it. Hi vey. Oy vey. You can manipulate it. You can't control it, but you can manipulate it. So that's the reason why I'm like, you know, there are two different words, and the word manipulation is important. A manifold, many folds, many folds, many manipulation. Come on now. Come on now. So the cube. Let's go back to the cube. I could keep talking about this, but I ain't. I think you get the idea. You get the idea. The only reason why I stretched that part out is because I know some of you guys are gonna be like, man, we gotta do something about all this and blah 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 blah. Yeah, we do got to do something about all this. The only thing is, the thing that we got to do about all this is not the thing that you thought was the thing that we were supposed to do about all this. See, you thought you had to go outside and fight motherfuckers. You thought you had to be to be a specific kind of person. You thought you had to do this. You thought you had to do that. That's not what you had to do. What you had to do was take care of yourself. What you had to do was open up a business. That's what you had to do. It wasn't fighting people. I mean, some people do, but I'm just letting you know. If you know, like, life is not what you think it is. And especially if you think life is a simulation, then what the fuck are you fighting? Something to think about. If life is a simulation, then what are you fighting? Are you wasting your time? Is it a distraction? And distraction from what? Wasting time? What? That's something you're going to have to figure out by yourself. And this is the reason why some people are not going to make it to the new earth. Because some people don't give a shit. They're not going to think about all the shit that I said. They're not going to think about it at all. They're not going to consider it. They're not going to think about it. They're just whatever. It's just entertainment. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the new earth. I have no idea. Shit. Because I got rage too. I'm kind of pissed off, man, you know, but whatever. Whatever. Or maybe I'm already on the new earth. Maybe I'm already on the new Earth. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. Maybe Sakla knows. Ah, shoot. Anyways, don't attack the Matrix. Stop attacking the Matrix. Use it as your advantage. It's a tool. It's part of you. It's a tool that you're supposed to use to make your life better and everybody else's around you too. So why are you not doing that? Why do you keep attacking the Matrix? I feel like we're wasting so much time. And we are wasting time. We should be creating. We should be manifesting and creating and building. Build more. Not destroy. We shouldn't be destroying. We should be building. And the only reason why we should be destroying shit is to build over it. That's the only reason. That's the only acceptable reason to destroy something is to build over it. To create something new. Erase the old drawing and draw something new over it. Your life will become better. Your life is going to become better. Once you stop being frustrated at the unfairness of this simulated lifestyle that all of us live inside, your life will become better, man. I guarantee you. You're going to have a lot less stress. You're going to feel a lot less oppressed. And it's not because you're acting like a bitch so they're leaving you alone. No, you're not acting like a bitch because they don't want you to build things too. There's corrupted people, like I said. It's not the Matrix that doesn't want you to build. The Matrix doesn't give a fuck doesn't give a fuck if you build something. That's not. There's people living inside of the Matrix that are corrupt. And those people, trust me, if you think you act like a bitch because you taking care of yourself, start taking care of yourself. Talk to me about it later and see. Let me know if you still feel like a bitch. Let me know if you still feel like a bitch, man. You know what I mean? I see. Ain't nobody did the sandwich challenge. I mean, it wasn't a challenge, but kind of. Make yourself a nice sandwich. See what happens. Make yourself a nice. I dare you. I double dare you. Make yourself a nice sandwich. Motherfuckers are gonna jump out the goddamn woodwork like goddamn 1903 fucking ninjas. Niggas jump out of planes. Niggas will jump out of planes and shit because you made yourself a nice sandwich. So you think you're a big dude because you fighting people. That's what they want. They want you to fight them. They want you to cause them to bleed. They want you to cause people seizures, leisures, not seizures, leisures. Why? So they can say that you're fucking crazy. And you deserve to be locked up forever because you're a fucking animal. But when you start taking care of yourself, you start building shit, you have multiple businesses, baby. Multiple streams of income, baby. Oh, man, they mad. You could have swore you just insulted their mama. Or killed their children. That pisses them off a lot more than a punch to the face. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. That's what they want. They want you to attack. They want you to do stupid shit. They want you to knock at somebody's door and be like, hey, bruh, Be like Busy Bone the other day on the Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia shit. You ugly motherfuckers are not gonna sit here and make fun of me, then throw a fucking water bottle. That's what they want. That's what they need. They need it to happen. They don't want it to happen. They need it to happen. That's not the Matrix, baby. That's not the Matrix doing that. No, those are people. Those are people, your cousins. No pun intended, no offense meant. You're not your actual family, but you know what I mean. Your other brother from another mother that's doing that shit. Because at the end of the day, we're all cousins. At the end of the day, we're all cousins. So, you know. So, don't attack the Matrix. You know, I don't mean my real family. I love y'all, whatever. You know, I mean, like, you know, other people, like people that walk down the street, because they're family too. They're family too. You know, we all come from the same. We all have the same mother. We all come from Lilith. All of us come from Lilith. All of us come from Eve. Eve is our mama. And I love my mama. Woo! There's a little bit of ether in there. There was a small smidge of ether in that, man. So, cubes. How to manipulate the cube. Let's go back full circle, baby. So, these are one of the abilities that a human possess. These are one of the abilities that humanity possess. The ability to manipulate time-space continuum, which some people call the laws of attraction or the law of assumption. It's the same thing. You see, in actuality, your life is one plane. Your friend's life is another plane of existence. Because once you open a door, a human is actually a door to another realm. Right? So when you open the door to that person's realm, now this person becomes part of your cube. Right? So basically, imagine this. Imagine like your life, there's a big old square in front of you. There's a big square in front of you. You're in the middle. The middle square is your life. You ever seen that game show where they're in squares and there's like multiple people in squares and shit and they have to answer questions? So basically that's you and everybody else around you and every other situations around you, because situations can be realms of existence too, depending on what the situation is. If it's an ongoing situation, it's a realm of existence. It's a different realm of existence. And you have to understand that these realms of existence are malleable because it's not you. It's a situation. It's just like the other person, your best friend is not wholeheartedly you, but actually another situation, another realm of existence. Because this person has his universe and his friends and his square circle. He has his own square circle, right? So you have your own square circle. Everybody else has their own square circles. Some people have more square circles than others. Some people have less. It depends on the person. But one thing's for sure, these are different planes of existence. And you open the door when you meet up with somebody, when you chop it up with somebody, you're opening the door to a new plane of existence, right? So that's why you got to be careful on about whose door you're opening before shaking somebody's hand. Say what's up, blah blah blah. Do I really want to hang out with this person? Is this person really going to think about those things? It's selfish, but this is the Matrix. Nobody's gonna look down on you. Nobody's gonna judge you for trying to make yourself a better life. I mean, okay, maybe some people, well, you know what I mean. you know what I mean. Ow, sorry. So let me change position here. I'm going numb. So picture a square in front of you. There's a square in front of you, and all those planes exist, right? And when you can do that, when you can picture that in your mind, then you can compartmentalize everything that's going on in your life. So now you become somebody that's capable of manipulating time-space continuum, right? Because you don't have to fall for anybody's trap. You don't have to speak to this person. You're not obligated to speak to this person. You're not obligated to do this for that person. You're not obligated to do, depending on the situation, right? Depending on the situation. There's a lot of things. Maybe you have some obligations because of things that you have chosen, but at the end of the day, that's not the end of the day. You know what I mean? Let's say you're in a bad situation, right? And you're listening to this video and you're like, man, I'm stuck. You're mildly stuck, right? You can always make your situation better. How? Open another door. Network. Open a door. What does that mean? Speak to somebody that can alter the situation that you are in right now. Speak to somebody that can manage you, because not everybody's going to be outright open speaking to someone that has issues, troubles, whatever, right? Depending on the situation. Let's say you're a fucking drug dealer, okay? Let's say you're in the gang. Okay, you're in the gang. That doesn't mean that you can't talk to me though. Because I can make your situation better. I can put you in a business, I can put you in a job, I can put you, So I'm a different plane of existence. So you can come into my world, live in my plane of existence, and then go back to your world and live on your plane of existence. And there's some people that are already aware of that. And what they do is they try to manipulate other people to join their world. Instead of trying to make their situation better, they try to bring you inside their situation. So now they're making you part of their universe. They're making you part of their plane of existence. And the person has complete free will to accept or not accept to be part of that plane of existence. But once you understand that all these people are actual doors to other dimensions, you start being careful, yes, but you also understand that it's not the end of the day, like I said before. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the day. When you die, you don't die. What is up is down. As above, so below. Black and white, whatever. Whatever, man. So it's a very interesting topic. It's a very interesting thing, and it's very interesting to be able to be a plane walker like that in real life. And it's a better way of envisioning your different situations and your different partnerships, because then you have more respect for that person's universe. And when you have more respect for that person's universe is more capable of working for you if you need that universe. If you want to walk in that universe, the people will the entities within this person's universe, since you respect them, they respect you back, and you will gain more from it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the video right here. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.